خنفضان مفيوت نمشيري نمبيبنف مأثواب ونوتي نوت أمين نفري namadati. We're going to be discussing how to read and to speak Coptic. Here you can see in this slide we have the alphabet, and then you can see the letters with the yellow background, the letters derived from the demotic, which comes from the hieroglyphic directly. The rest of the letters are the ones derived from the Greek alphabet, which is in turn derived from Phoenician, from the hieroglyphic, as we mentioned before. I want you to notice some of the letters are in red, and these are the vowels. And we are going to start with saying how to pronounce these vowels, because in Coptic the pronunciation is consistent with these vowels. So here we have the vowels, which are the A, alpha, and A, which is the E, and then the iota, and the epsilon, and eta, and then the O, small o, and the big O, and these two together form another pronunciation. So when you look at this circle here, in the upper part, the letters that will be pronounced like A. So A or A, or A. And there's no fixed rule for this, but when you read, the more you hear Coptic, the more you know. For example, if the word is agathos, you say it agathos, like this one. It's agathos. You cannot say it agathos. Also, the word agapi, it's always agapi, not agapi. So the a and a, they are both of them the a to the top like this. Now this letter here, it looks like the English E. It's called E. And this letter is always pronounced A. Whenever you see it, you pronounce A. You don't pronounce it E. The new comers to learning Coptic, they usually pronounce this E, and this is wrong. It is A. So let's go back to that. This one is A or A, and this one A. And these are consistent. They are not pronounced any other way. This group of letters at the bottom here are the E sounds. E. And this one is short and this one is long. So this one is E and this one is E. And to make it easier for you to follow why this is E, you look at this table here. If there's one of these, as we said, it's the short one, so it's pronounced E. If we put two together next to each other, so you prolong it a little bit, so it becomes E. And instead of the two floating around, we connect them with a line in the middle. So this essentially, there are two iotas connected with a line, and this will give you the long sound of the single one of them. So it is E. And that's how this letter is really two iotas connected with a line in the middle. So this here, this letter is pronounced E for the short duration, and this one is pronounced E for long duration. There's another letter is present in many of the Greek words. It's called epsilon, and it's also this pronounced like this one, E. So this one is E, and this one is E. Let's go back to these. So it is A and A. This one is A. This one is E, and then this one is E. Now this group of letters, which are the O, there are three grades for this. This one, as you can see, the line here is short, and this letter is pronounced O, like British O. This one here is the same quality, but it's longer. So this one is O, this one is O. And in order to make it easier for you, you look at this side here. There's an O. If you put two next to each other, it becomes O. So this O, this O. And if you remove the top part of this thing here, you end up with this, which is essentially this one. So this letter here, which looks like the English W, it's not really W, is two O's next to each other, and that's why pronounced O. Now I want you to notice the difference between pronunciation of these two. And this here, when we have these two letters next to each other, the O and the epsilon is this one, which is alone pronounced as if it is E. But here, when it comes next to the O, it becomes oo. So let me say the th, because it is sometimes confusing. This one is a short O. This one is O. It is the same quality of sound, but longer. So O, O. This one is a closed O. It's oo. So it's O, O, and oo. So one more time, all the vowels. So we have here the ah sounds, which are the ah and the ah. And then this letter looked like the English E is A, and then these here pronounced with the E. In the lower side of the circle, it symbolizes E. This one is a short one, E, and this one is the long one, E. And as we said, this epsilon here, in some Greek words, it is pronounced similar to the E. Now these three ones, the O sounds, the short O, the long O, and then these two together are oo. So now we know how to pronounce these vowels. Here I want to bring to your attention that in English, the rules are not fixed. For example, the O, singular, just O. Now here, the O is pronounced like not, as if it is and this here, women, as if it is E. And both of them are O. In Coptic, you don't find this. The O is always O. This one here, if you have two O's next to each other, they are not pronounced the same in English word. Like this word is broom, and this one is blood. So these two O's, we don't say blood, we say blood. And broom, and here roof. So each one of these is pronounced different. In Coptic, we don't have that. And that's why Coptic is easy to read, because it has fixed rule of pronouncing the vowels. Here, even with this, the same spelling, the same everything, but one of them is a noun and one of them a verb. Here you say permit, you go to get your driver's permit, but when it's a verb, I permit you to do. This is permit, this is permit. So the rules of pronunciation depend on the word. You have to know more English. In Coptic, it's much easier. Whatever is there, you read it as it is. We will take a little break and then continue. We are back and we are continuing discussing the pronunciation, and we are dealing with the vowels. We know now the pronunciation of all the vowels in the Coptic, and I said before, as long as you know how to pronounce vowels, it's much easier for you to read, because the rules for vowel pronunciation is fixed. Here we continue this, and the vowels, there's a rule that the iota, if the iota is preceded or followed by any other vowel, it's pronounced like a Y, the English Y. It's no longer E, it is a Y, like the letter Y as in, say, yellow. For example, here, it is iota, and it's followed by another vowel, which is the alpha, so we pronounce it Ya, not E-A. And when it is preceded by a vowel like this one, the alpha preceding the iota, it's pronounced I. So it is ya or I. Okay, if it's this letter, as you remember, it's pronounced A. So this will become ye. And this one is A. So you notice that the iotas, all these iotas are pronounced now like the Y in English, like the word yellow. I have some words based on this. For example, the word yaro means river. A river is yaro. This word is easy and it's nice to pronounce. It is I. I means to grow. It's like one eye and then became I. So it grew up. So the word I means to grow up. This word here, ye, means or. This thing or this thing. Here, the same, if you apply the same principle, now this, here is the long O. As we said, These are as if they are two O's next to each other, and they are pronounced O. So these two together will be yo. This one here will be oi. With the short O, it's the same thing. We pronounce it yo or oi. So this one is yo, oi, yo, oi. And the words that I picked for these things, we have for these two, the word yot means father. And we put the definite article F before it, so it becomes F yot. So yot, father. Oik, this one's oik. Oik means bread. It's either a loaf of bread or bread. It is oik. Yo, here, the word yom means sea. And if you put the F, becomes F yom, the sea, which later on became the source of the word Fayoum in colloquial Egyptian, the city and the province of Fayoum. It is F-Yom. It's coming from F-Yom. So Yom means sea. Here, there's another rule for the vowels, and this is when we have these two letters U. This O and epsilon is pronounced U. And if the U is followed by a vowel, it becomes as if it is OWW in English. In other words, this U and then this here, so it becomes Uwi. Uwi means one, feminine. If it is followed by A, so it becomes Uwa or Uwa. So there's this word Uwab, means holy. So as if you are putting a W between these two together, so it's Uwa. This one will become Uwi, like this word. Uwib means a priest. So the rule then for the U, one more time, if these two letters, which are pronounced U, are followed by another vowel, we put like a W between the two, so it becomes Uwi, Uwa, Uwi. And these are the example of the words where these use. Uwi itself is a word which means one in the feminine, and Uwa, we have Uwab, which means holy, and Uwib is priest. Now I'm going to start with some consonants, and I picked out the words, especially the first line here, are letters in Coptic that are very similar to English, and they're pronounced in a similar way. There's some little differences between them. So the Vita, which look like the B, is pronounced like a B, and sometimes like a V. There's a rule for this. We will mention it later on. This letter is exactly like Z, as pronounced like the Z. This letter looks like the K, and pronounced K. This one looks like the letter N, and it's pronounced N. This letter looks like a C, but it's always pronounced S. It's never pronounced K. In English, you can put cat with a C. But in Coptic, if you write a word like Sima, Alpha, and T, like the word cat, you pronounce it sat, not cat. So this C is always pronounced C. In very few instances, we pronounce it more like a Z. And this letter looks like a T and pronounced like T. In this line here, it's simple. This is the first one is the L. Doesn't look like any English letter, but this is the way L, which is called Lavla. And then the Mi, it is an M. And this one is a P, pronounced like the letter P. And anyone who knows mathematics should know this letter as the pi. And then this letter is the Rho, or pronounced like an R. These at the bottom part, we have the first one here is the letter pronounced like sh, like SH together. And this letter is the F, and this is from the demotic letters, and the Shai also from demotic letter. This letter here is derived from the Greek Phi, which is pronounced like an F. Way back when the Copts borrowed these letters from Greek, it was not pronounced exactly like an F, and that's why we added the real F from the demotic letters. And this one is called the Hori. It's pronounced like an H. And the last one is the Ganga, which is pronounced like a J, or sometimes like a G. We will take a little break and we'll be back. Okay, now we're going to pronounce some words based on these letters that we took along with the vowels. So the first one is the word nofri. Like you say, I'm going to say them as if they're English. So you have the N here, the O, and the F, which are the ni, the O, the phi, they are nof, and then ro and yota, ri. So this word is nofri. And nofri means high. Next to this, nofri, shy. This one is shy. And notice the alpha and iota. This became a Y here, so it became shy. So nofri, shy, means good feast or good occasion. Nofri, shy. And then this here, nofri, pain, yod. Pain means our, and yod, father. So you are saying, hi, our father, when you are talking to a priest. You say nofri, pain, yod. And the last one here, nofri, pen, nib. Nib means Sayyidna. When you talk to a bishop, you say pen nib. So nofri, pen nib means hi, Sayyidna. This will end our episode. This time we'll see you in the next episode.